All right, folks, we're back. Vetoes are pretty much done. Lobby's set up. We're getting into black pink for map 1. Bly and Reynor, as soon as they're ready, we'll jump right into the action. I can thank everybody who's been joining us today. Whether you've been using those promo codes, clicking those links, it doesn't matter because we actually managed to break past the next stretch goal, Wardy. This is like the 6th stretch goal I've had to add on, but we are now officially, absolutely going to have a second North American qualifier. It's going to be a free-for-all. We're at 20,523. But a big part of that is because Monty Oon donated $100 to the tournament. So everyone, big round of applause if you see him in chat. I don't know if you see your hearts and love and all that. Monty Oon, thank you for being such a baller, dude. I'm going to have to add more stretch goals at this point, too, because you guys don't know what's coming, but we got some stuff that's going to add a lot of money to the prize pool, I'm pretty sure. So, I'm going to have to...
What stretch goals are you going to add?
I don't know at this point. Like, it's obviously adding some more money to the prize pool. It's going to be the next one, but...
Pizza party.
Maybe.
Pineapple pizza party.
Definitely not. Certainly not.
Lettuce. Oh my god. Burgers wrapped in lettuce party.
Look, I think the thing everyone's kind of forgotten about, too, is we got pins. Those actually should be arriving in the next week, and I'll get to show those off on stream a little bit before we get to the event. But hey, everybody who comes to the tournament is going to get a commemorative BTSL pin as well, thanks to one of those awesome goals. So maybe we'll do something fun like that. I don't know. We'll find out. But that's not important right now because we are in the winner's match of the BTSL Round of 8 Group B. Spawning in the bottom left, playing Zerg. We got Zerg, and more Zerg slapping down that pool. It's none other than the Red Bly.
And that is a 12 pool, just in case you guys didn't quite see the timing. As to the top right-hand side, our blue Zerg is Reynor.
Sexy caster calendar. Ooh. Everyone's like waiting for Zombio pictures. It's just gonna be me, more Wardy, and Maynard. Zombio will be the one taking the pictures. Time to bust out that firefighter cosplay I've always wanted to do.
I would donate money not to have that happen.
Holy boy, Paul. I've seen Bly do this before. I've seen TLO do this even. This is something that actually works out really well if unscouted, but he's trying to sneak around what would be a conventional Overlord path and will accidentally run into an Overlord. So, Reynor, do you know how to react to this? Big cancel on the hatchery.
Yeah, I mean,
like
you have to,
wall off.
you need the, yeah, you need the money though as well, just to be able to afford spine. I'm not sure about the wall off actually, fully. I think just spine crawlers, but I guess maybe the wall off helps him buy time for spines.
That's my thoughts on it. Like, I doubt he'll let the Evo chambers actually complete, but I don't think Reynor knew what to do perfectly. He's floundered a little bit. Drones are not alone going to hold this for you. And let's not forget, Bly didn't pull every worker. He's still mining behind this.
It's actually amazing because the 4 workers are the perfect amount to actually be able to consistently mine enough to make pure Zerg production with the lava that you get. So it works out. I mean, these spines finishing. Now this is an issue. Reynor goes to the low ground. This by having a low ground hatchery might be really nice. Obviously, in this scenario, there's no low ground hatchery.
There's only going to be the one spine caller, maybe. If the second one comes up, The one thing would be like uprooting this and advancing it forward using the broodlings that the spawning pool gives you, but he does that a little bit late. I don't know about this, Wardy.
I don't know how it's going to work out. Maybe the Evo chambers for broodlings. He's going to counter-attack with drones.
It's not going to work though. There's going to be Zerglings.
Yeah. I don't think this is how you hold this. I actually think you need to leave the hatchery up on the low ground, because then you can transfer to the low ground before the spines finish and you can actually start mining. And then as the spines of your opponent go to the low ground, you can bring their own spines into fight and go back to the high ground. It's like a bit of a back and forth. It's not over yet, but it feels pretty over because the hatchery's going to go down. Barring a miracle, Reynor is going to be dropping map number 1. Just Bly things, man. There we go. Go for a bit of drones on you.
This game is giving me a ton of supply because Lord, it's over. Or excuse me, Overlord.
Oh, drones are going to try and fight, but there's not going to be enough. Ling's coming in as well. Bly will take game number 1. Fastest game of the round of 8 so far.
Bly is such a cheeky shit, but I love that move. I think, you know what, Reynor is actually a fantastic player to what is probably normal ZvZ. Bly might even be outclassed if it was like a passive Roach versus Roach game. So Bly will do what Bly does best and chip away at his opponent's weakness. That was really cool. It's a gross build. It's not guaranteed to work, but in this important instance, it did.
It's one of those builds that you really just have to have the right response to, and when it suddenly comes at you and you haven't practiced against it for a few weeks or something, you can sort of flounder it a little bit. And
well, so
it's something that keeps cracking out in these series, and he keeps finding wins with it.
That's where I think there was some floundering, though, because he did make the right moves of trying to throw down the spine crawlers, then kind of got awkward at the drone pull, so he couldn't quite do that, and like didn't go back to it. It was just a little all over the place for Reynor, and I don't blame him. That's a hell of a situation to find yourself in, right? Because again, you're used to dealing with Zerglings. That's why the wall was coming down. He's not used to dealing with drones, which is not the normal.
All right, well, we're going to get into an acid plant in a moment. I think did we have some bits we missed or didn't mention? Or did we mention them and I forgot?
Oh, Atrio, thank you for the 200 bits. Tuning to BaseTradeTV is like having that cold stout after a long day. Nice.
Nice. Thanks for the bits. We appreciate the love.
Yeah, thank you, Conley.
All ready for game number 2.
Gonna hop into Acid Plant for this one, guys. We'll see if Bly can pull out another victory, or if Reynor gets some payback. All right, folks, we're getting back into action. Game number 2, best of 5, as I press all the wrong buttons on the overlay. Forgive me! He's up 1-0 to the top left. We have Team Experts Red Zerg, Bly.
And, of course, down at the bottom right, trailing in this series in the winner's match, our Blue Zerg is Reynor.
Interesting question out of chat. Well, actually, 2 interesting questions out of chat. First one I've got to counter ask is Mr. Squibbles, was that from Red Dwarf, or is that Mr. Pibbles? I can't remember the name. But anyone know the build order for that Bly Spine Rush build? Well, I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but if you wanted to execute it perfectly, the best thing you could do is get the replay of it, study it to the exact timing, and have that in your hands. Now, how would you do that, you might ask? Well, I'm happy to inform you, Mr. Squibbles, that we send replay packs out to our subscribers regularly from all the games we cast here on BaseTradeTV. So, matches like today will be posted later tonight in our subscriber-only channel on Discord. Make sure you consider maybe rocking that Prime sub for free or spending a couple of bucks. I'll tell you what, though, there's no streamer that gives you a better deal on replay packs than BaseTradeTV. So you'll definitely get the most bang for your buck. Then the other question that I need some clarification for. I have the Reaper asks, wait, are you guys actually going to be on semi-regularly at working people's hours? I mean, we cast all over the place, man. Like sometimes it's 4 a.m. for Korean stuff, sometimes it's 10 a.m. like today for European stuff, sometimes it's in the evening for North American stuff. It depends what tournaments and what games we're hosting. So I don't really have a great answer for that question. I'll just say yes with a question mark. Yes?
Why not?
Oh, Mr. Fibble. Thank you, guys. Man, Red Dwarf. I'm like, I didn't like the previous season they brought back, but the most recent season they redid, I've actually enjoyed quite a bit. I grew up with that show, though. Red Dwarf and Blackadder, man. Those are good shows. You guys in Britain make good TV, man.
Yeah, of course we do. Why wouldn't we?
Oh, Wardy, why is this guy talking about you in chat like this? This caster seems obsessed with money.
Come on, that's gotta be Bully Jar.
Yeah, I'm already typing it.
Yeah.
Stupid fucking Bully Jar.
Look at the speed of this laugh from Bly before 3 minutes. That's crazy.
Okay, this is weird though. Like for Bly, he's a guy who's done muta builds, but this is like even too fast for that, I feel. If he's gonna take his 3rd and 4th gases like as the layer completes, maybe that's what he goes towards, but like I don't know, man. I want to say, hey, cool, guess what, a Nightisper might be on deck, but that's also not like a guaranteed thing either.
I don't really know. I guess it has to be Nightis, right? Like Roach run coming. Let's just go super fast roach speed, I guess. It's kind of works out. Hit a +1 roach speed time of like a fairly low drone count of like 37 or so. It's kind of a usual sort of number to go for because it gives you the saturation and a couple of gases that you need.
You know what's interesting about that though is Reynor won't scout this, and I don't know how important scouting is for this in particular. Oops, sorry, wrong vision. But yeah, Reynor never got to the main, and the gas Bly took. This is so suspicious because this could really be 4 gases or 2 gases, or well, in this case, 3 gases, and it is going to be a Nidus Worm, by the way.
I wonder. So this is a complete fake out with the +1 attack at the front. I think this is just a look at me. I'm upgrading. Upgrade yourself. You know, let's play the roach game. But in reality, he's going to cancel this upgrade and spam out a few more units. Unless he lets it. He might let it finish. But I
think it's fine to let it finish.
Yeah. I think what usually is done is maybe you start the roach speed and then you kind of cancel the roach speed to fake out a bit more. Anyways, the knight is coming down. Let's see how it goes.
This is cool. This is out of vision of Reynor, and the banelings are actually going to be not the right response, but they'll help kill the initial Nidus Worm quite a bit faster. That's cool.
It's actually really good here. Look at that.
But Bly throws down another one. He doesn't care. He's committed. It's Bly. He'll put down 9 of these before he's out of money. He'll mine out of minerals in the main before he stops using Nidus Worms.
Wow, these couple of Banes are just not quite going to be there in time, but they will be here soon. We'll see the Queen's coming out to Bly as well. That's going to be a big part of this. But Reynor bought himself time to get a few roaches on the way at least, so he has his roaches coming out, but is it going to be enough? His first few coming up this ramp, the next few on the main.
Good call on the cancel for upgrades. Bly needed that gas for these additional Nidus Worms.
Yeah, I mean, Reynor cancels his own to be able to defend, right? So it sort of makes sense. I mean, Bly's so all in with this kind of commitment that usually it doesn't matter if you have +1 afterwards or not, right? So it kind of makes sense to have that extra gas, the extra Nidus, or the extra couple of roaches and reinforcements. Either way, Reynor, though, is starting to really defend this, I think. I mean, you can just see the Queens don't have energy here. The roach count is getting low. Some reinforcements come through, but still feels as though Reynor is confident enough to start the land and +1 attack upgrade. That Queens keep on going down, and this Nidus play is running out of momentum. Rifkin he's going to get a few units into Nidus that goes down before that Queen can get it, unfortunately, but well, good defense from Reynor, and that's everything he needed. Now he does have his +1 attack upgrade in the lead.
For having no information going into this, like not seeing the natural, not seeing the gases, not seeing the layer timing, this is really well handled. And I gotta give a quick kudos to that initial baneling hit. If that first Nidus Worm hadn't got shut down so quick, Reynor might have actually died. Because it was the time it took Bly to get the second and third Nidus down that gave Reynor the time to build the roach count to an adequate number to actually defend with.
Yeah. I mean, it was super important.
I wasn't kidding, by the way, guys. Bly will seriously Nidus Worm until he's out of money.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Bly's not going to stop, right? Like, he's going to keep on going. Because he also has nothing to fall back to, really. Like, he's down a hatchery, so that's 300 minerals he has to spend initially. And then, you know, he never saw his +1 again now, so he's going to be behind on that. Reynor is the one with all the advantages. So Bly is desperate to keep on attacking, and try and make something work for himself here. But, well, I mean, he's making some progress. These roach trades aren't great from Reynor. He's a little bit outnumbered here and there, but as he gets his units gathered together, he'll take some better fights. And over time, and once +1 finishes especially, Reynor will win all of these fights and begin to really move towards sign up this series.
I think Defender's Advantage is incredibly valuable. We talk about this all the time in ZvZ, but you see it most emphasized in moments like this. Even another hit squad comes down to the south side. Bly's trying to split Reynor's forces, but it's not going to work. Nidus Worm gets cleaned up again. That is the 5th Nidus Worm. That's 500 minerals, 500 gas, just out the window. You're not getting that back.
Yeah. Super aggressive play here out of Bly, but this time it didn't work out, so I really have to ask us, going into the next games, what on earth does Bly try next? You know, because we've had 12 pool drone pull, we've had a straight up like fastest Nidus you could possibly get. What other shenanigans could he possibly go for in this series?
I got a question for you too, Wardy. Does a Nidus Worm have 2 mouths or 2 butts?
Either. He has one of each.
Does it though?
It's definitely.
Because that's not a mouth I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's a Nidus Worm. It's not like a human mouth. It's got teeth.
Are those teeth?
They're
Not
like
really
spikes.
teeth. They're like spines. It's like hemorrhoids. Crystallized hemorrhoids.
Such a terrible discussion.
The Speed Force Berry. Alright.
Reynor
This
pushes
attack for Bly is like the 7th try, and I love what he's doing. Every time he does unload, he is still getting damage, but the damage he's causing does not equal the cost of the Nitosworm even.
Yeah. It's just not good enough, right? Now he's down an upgrade. He's about to have roach speed too. Does actually Bly have roach speed? No, so...
He's going
Oh,
for
he
Mutas.
does.
How on earth are you going to justify affording Mutas after spending 7 Nitosworms worth of gas and minerals? Bly, you are the reason Greece's economy is in shambles.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like the desperation play, right? Where it's like, come on, I believe, you know, maybe the mutas can do something for me, but you're seeing these roaches continue to move on through, and the roach counter attack is going to kill Bly before he gets any sort of meaningful number of meters out, and you know, Bly's still counter attacking here and there as well, but it's just not doing enough damage.
This is funny. He goes for the roach war, and Bly's like, I didn't need that anyways. To the skies!
The drones pull away into the Niger. That's kind of cute, I suppose, but now how are they going to get back home? This is when you know you're
This is
like
their new
desperate.
home.
This is their new home. Okay, I guess so. Well, Reynor's got a kind of way a little bit, I suppose.
Shout out to Pig in chat talking about Diarrhea Town. I saw that tweet about he's like, I spent 80% of this not talking about the game. I'm like, yeah, that sounds standard. It's about a straight TV quality cast, if I had to guess. Rate out of 10. This is over. Finally, it's been over. GG! Reynor takes the game, tying the series up 1-1. This was fun. I will give it to Bly. Like, this was fun, and the way he was actually multitasking with the Nitosworms after we had written him off was great, but it wasn't going to win him the game. We knew that, but Bly's the only guy in the world who doesn't know that. But sometimes, like, honestly, 1 out of 10 games, he will be in that position and somehow win. Like, magic. Like, I don't fucking know. But we're going to go to quick commercials, guys. 2 minutes. We'll see you soon for game number 3. I always forget that's a bit of a shorter intro. Excuse me, guys. I was actually taking a bit of a stretch there on the introduction screen. So that's why we're a second or two late, but hey, we're back into it. It's game 3. Things are tied up 1-1. This is still the winner's match. The loser will fall to fight against Optimus in the group finals, and the winner will move on to the round of 8. Spawning in the upper right side, we got the red Zerg. It's Team Experts Bly.
And to the bottom left-hand side, our blue Zerg is Reynor. Good defense after really not seeing anything at all coming in the last game.
Yeah, there's actually a couple things I want to hit on that, but to hit on the young point for a second, it's not just for the sake of talking, because God knows how many times does anybody cast Reynor and they're like, oh, he's a young kid. Hey, Wardy, did you know Reynor's a young kid? Did you know there's controversy about being a young kid? What I'm really looking forward to, though, is this young kid is finally about to be not so young, and I think he's able to compete in WCS after his birthday, right? According to the rule change.
He'll be able to play in Valencia.
Yeah, so it's going to be really awesome. We've not been able to see him or Clem or some of the other really young kids in the scene. I think Raider's the first one we're really going to get to see test his mettle against the older crowd. And I think we're going to see good stuff out of him because of what we just saw. Like, when you don't scout something that massive coming and react to it so perfectly, god damn. Like, I will never be that good at StarCraft. I could dedicate the rest of my life to it, and I'd never be as good as Reynor is right now.
That's kind of sad when you think about it.
Not really, because I don't care about being good. I just care about whether I can build battle cruisers before I die or
want
not.
you to be a WCS champion.
See, this is like...
I can't believe you're a caster and you haven't even won a WCS yet. God.
Yo, hey, actually, I was going to ask real quick, how much prize money have you ever won? Because I've got a Red Bull round of 8 in my back pocket.
How much was that? What? Oh, was this some Archon tournament?
Like $250 or something? Yeah, Archon tournament from like launch times. So I'm just saying, Wardy, I'm a little bit closer to being a WCS champion than you.
Well, I did win the Silver Surfer weekly number 32, so you know. I've got an hour of coaching under the belt. and $72 for the cast attorney, but I guess you have that as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't have much to go on at the moment.
You got a sick in-game trophy by the sounds of it.
No. This is way before in-game trophies. This is when I first started playing StarCraft back in like 2011.
Actually, I was funny enough about the Archon tournament. I was going back through some VODs looking for a very particular old clip I couldn't find, but I think honestly the happiest I ever was playing this game was Archon mode with Zombie Grub and fighting players that were like 10 times their skill level. Also, wow, I can't believe Reynor just won that fight full to 0. Guys, that was a 4-0. If this was tennis, I think they call it 40 love.
Hey,
because that makes sense.
I totally agree with chat, by the way. Hashtag Wardy Bullying. Call me out for my lack of success.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
that'd be like if I was rubbing your face in it, that'd be bullying. You trying to call me out on it's money grubbing. I have, sir, been honoring every moment of bullying this cast. There's on the top of your chat channel.
Debatable one. I think that's a very debatable one. It's okay.
I'll
let slide because I feel bad for how many bits you've already shit, man.
Yeah, me too.
You're nearly on 1,000.
Hey, #1 slot Wardy stream.
Man.
That way, both of his viewers can admire it. Cheer 100.
Yeah, that one was just no way. Nidus again though by Bly, so he's going for a very similar build to the last game, whereas Reynor goes for a +1 melee upgrade, which means he will have bypassed the bayonet, so he won't have the bayonets to help him hold off the first Nidus like he did last time, and he's also not going to be starting to go into roaches like he did last time either, so he's in a bit of a worse position this time around.
Rifkin's gonna put Wardy's kids through college, probably at this rate, guys. It hurts. He doesn't have +1 melee. If he did, I would actually feel really good about these lings, but the surround's not bad. He's picking up a couple of the initial roaches. Not enough transfuses to go around. Well, but Jones got pulled and Reynor's looking a little bit dicey. It's hard to say, but I think Bly's still gonna get pushed back off of this.
He starts targeting the Nidus though. He targets the Nidus. If the Nidus goes down, there's another wave of Zerglings. No counts even at the moment. Queen's going down. The Lings are going to hold on. How does he do it?
This is better for Reynor in so many different ways. Bly's down a hatchery. He spent all the money on the attack that did fail. And the beautiful thing about these Lings is now they're going to have +1. They didn't before. Now they will. Dude, I don't think he even used the spine crawler, by the way. I just want to throw that out there.
The spine crawler's just sat there like,
he's just that good.
You know, just in case it does start to get a bit more dicey, I do have a backup plan, by the way. Oh man, wow! I have no words, man. That was actually insane. Honestly, like he really impressed me time and time again, pulling off defenses which I just don't feel should make sense at all. He's gonna get these Lings ready to jump on whatever comes out of this Nidus network. Queens. This time the spine will come down into position apparently. So this time he's kind of bored of playing and. Nidus last that long. Goes down instantly and +1 Lings do a lot of damage.
The +1 melee is so big for this, not just because it helps tear roaches down quicker, but it's also a good way to kill units when you run across the map quick as you will because you've got Lings. You don't need a Nidus Worm if all your units move a mile a minute. But you still gotta be cautious. Another Nidus Worm is certainly due. He's learned this from the previous game. Big shoutouts to Terminator, by the way. 1,000 Muxies coming into the chat. Thank you for the bits, dude.
Thank you so much.
It's helping me recuperate some of my losses to Wardy today.
Yeah, this is, you need all the support you can get right now, actually.
Couldn't get through the wall. Would have been better spending his time trying to kill the Roach Warren, maybe, but unfortunately is denied from the counter that he so badly desires after dealing with Bly's BS.
Lings gather themselves back at home for a moment. I mean, now the transition starts to come through from Reynor where he gets the Roach Warren going, but he's actually going to continue with +2 melee.
Muxies in 2018? Ugh. Not in my Twitch chat.
Yeah. Well, I'm not against them, honestly.
It's a stupid commercial. Or, well, it's like an edit of a post to Zombie Grub and I laugh at all the time. It's like, ants in my vagina? That's what I'm like, Muxies in my Twitch chat?
What is this commercial? Like...
I'll send it to you later, but...
I just coming in on the main base, and that isn't seen, by the way, so this is going to be a nice little bit of Pokemon.
this might not be seen, but it's still something he should easily deal with. He's got more than enough units, but he's scared of what's at the front. So he doesn't pull everything back. The Roaches actually get a prime position on the mineral line, and Reynor kind of has to abandon ship for the time being.
He's actually going to go for the army at the front, deal with this first while he loses the main base, perhaps. Perhaps he's happy to give up the main base, knowing that his opponent is only on 2 bases himself. He's like, okay, well, I deal with this, and once this is dealt with, then if my main base is, then I can go and deal with the main. If I lose in the process, so be it. That's part of the, that's part of the trade-off here. I think this is still going well enough for Reynor, but just due to how much he's killed.
It's so funny to consider that base is, like, his main base is essentially expendable because he has the other ones to fall back to, and he's even taking a gold to replace this. Bly's still stuck on 2 bases. I mean, there's a lot of power in what Bly does, and clear as day what we just saw, he can get damage, but it's 2 bases. At some point, Bly will just actually run out of steam by having no money and no minerals and no gas.
Man, a lot of these roaches going to come down towards the bottom left-hand side, so Bly's going to try it again, but it kind of feels as though Reynor's just in this position now where these lings are just going to overwhelm him every single time he tries to do anything with these roaches. Unless you can, like, somehow stop him getting a full surround, but I don't even know how you do that. Like, I guess you have to get in the mineral line, basically, but Reynor's going up to 4 bases, while Bly is sat on 2. Bly's all-ins aren't working at the moment.
There's so many Zerglings.
Yeah.
It's just weird to see because he doubled down on the investment in them, right? Like, he's got +2 melee.
If they get into what's the natural, by the way, I mean, even if they can't get in right away, they actually have a pretty good chance of taking down the Queen and Evo Chambers, etc., denying upgrades. Like, there's nothing here at the moment to deny this. It's going to take a couple of roaches a long time to actually push those lings back. After the Queen gives him more surface area to work on the Evo Chambers, he might get in the left-hand side.
I'll get the Roach Warring too this way. He's just going to kill the whole wall, but he doesn't want to because that creates Broodlings. But still manages to get through. Dart by. Roach just came home for the defense. It'll stop the extra links from coming in, but these ones in the main are still going to have to be dealt with. Focusing down Queen.
It's just so much damage. Like, when he gets his surround on a Roach, it just disappears so quickly. The +2 missiles apply is so close to being denied as well, by the way. As Reynor checks the gold base apparently with the rest of his lings. He could just get that +2, that would be amazing, but I'm not even sure if the lack of an upgrade would make a difference here. Bly is still just in so much trouble.
Shutting down the gold base would. I mean, people chanting, please expand, and Bly finally hears them, but it's not going to work. Lings should be able to kill this pretty easily. New Nidus from going towards the main. Lings see the opening, though. They're going to go for it. He tries to wall this off, but...
What? Oh, the roaches came back. Okay. I guess that makes a bit of sense.
I still would have loved if you had sent even just like 5 of them still through the main, though.
Yeah, because they're so fast, you would be able to get away with that. This Nidus gets seen well ahead of time with the creep now on the edge of the base. Reynor not going to allow Bly to kind of abuse the same position twice, so Bly gets denied over there, and, well, I can't believe that +2 missile survived, but it did.
It's 2 bases to 4, one of which is a gold, by the way.
Yeah.
You might as well give Reynor mules at this point, because that's what it's going to start looking like.
Man, I'd be so sick if Reynor got to come to Canada. You know?
There's an Italian pizza place across the road from the venue. You'd feel right at home.
Exactly.
Romilano Pizzeria. You get pizza with some fresh mozzarella.
Amazing. Can you do some more Italian accent?
It's me, Mario.
Oh, whoa. Hey, Mario.
It's the Super Mario Super Show. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
I feel like I should have to donate for making you continue. Oh man, Reynor continues to deflect roaches left, right, center. I don't even know which direction anymore. And Bly is doing the very Blyest thing, trying everything he can before he taps out. But as he tries to burrow roaches away, and Overseer actually flew on in just casually, like, yep, one of that one already.
Whoa,
Roaches keep on going down.
Bly doesn't have any skin on his roaches. How are you supposed to tell if he has tunneling claws or not?
He doesn't have any skin.
He's not using skin. It's a meme. Woody.
I know, but like that's the wrong way around.
Well, that's the joke of it, because we always complain.
Yeah,
about
I know that's the joke of it, but I'm just, you know, you combine it.
Do you know how metagaming works? Maybe that's why you're not very good at StarCraft. Yikes.
What? Sorry, I didn't hear you. Not shouting.
I said, do you not know how metagaming works? Why are you not very good at StarCraft? And no, I'm not putting 2 times the bits in because you made me repeat myself. You just get the 1 for the bully.
No, I just didn't. I genuinely didn't get you this time.
All right, these matches are all best of 5s. We got this question in chat. It is going to go to game 4 and almost the distance. But yeah, look pretty one-sided at the moment. Like game 1 almost felt like a fluke.
I hate it when I click on the collection tab and
It takes 10 years to load for no reason.
yeah, it's so stupid. By the way, why is your TV not on with a BTSL logo?
I already told you. Thanks for not listening, Wardy.
Did you?
So, at the start of the cast,
what did you say?
I said it was way too warm and this TV generates too much heat.
It sounds like the sort of thing I just completely ignored, honestly.
Yeah. This is why Wardy doesn't have a co-caster, guys. He doesn't want to have to listen to them. And this is actually not bullying. This is a stating a fact that he has said.
So much easier not to listen to people while you're casting. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, it's just
I just disagree. I actually have a much easier time talking with somebody than talking alone, personally. But hey, we got 1,000 bits coming in. Although unfortunately they are Muxies. Terminator. Rifkin is a butt. Am I doing the bully jar right? Thank you for the 1,000 bits, dude. Yeah, you can bully me for 1,000 bits at a time. I'll take that.
Oh, you had so many bits today, man. You nearly filled the bit bar and the donation bar.
Well, bit bar's not quite full yet. We still got a bit of room there, but I like this callback. Wardy is just a humble minority caster trying to get some exposure. Yep. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Backwater gonna be the next map. Got other bits coming in. Hello Zergling. 100 bits. 2 Marines walk into a bar. The third one ducks.
That's a good joke.
A Marine walks into the bar, goes to the bartender, says, "Where's the counter?"
A Marine walks into a bar because Terran players are just so brain dead. That wasn't meant to be a joke. It was meant to be general balance wine. I'm trying to trigger Chapman.
Alright, folks. Turns out Zerglings and +1 are pretty cool. But it's alright because he had 2-1 last game with his upgrades, and now the map score. To the top left, we have the red Zerg Reynor. Try not to slip, because that was so fucking smooth.
I don't know if I can follow up, honestly. Bottom right-hand side, a blue Zerg is Bly, but I have to say, Reynor immediately gets, for me, a build order advantage. He goes gas pool against 12 pool. I mean, he's going to have Ling speed, he's potentially going to have Banes, and Bly may have used deflect, he may get a hatchery up, but the lack of Ling speed can make things very difficult to deal with.
Interesting question coming out of chat from Coca CRO. It says, how to mute casters? I don't know, but I can mute you by typing this command in chat. See you in 600 seconds.
Wow. Oh, that was smooth as well.
Hashtag got him.
Got him.
I agree, though. As far as the build order goes, as long as he doesn't make any mistakes, Reynor should be smooth sailing, man. For Bly, I think there's other players who use his pool as like a non-committed attack that lets you expand and just kill your opponent's hatchery, right? For Bly, I don't know that's always the case, though. He's going to keep making more Lings.
I mean, this is the thing, right? Because Reynor pulls out a gas, he's also going to afford a hatchery just a little bit later than Bly, which really amplifies my kind of feeling of Reynor is going to be able to just sort of take the fight with Ling speed against no Ling speed, and that's going to be so much better for him.
This is another good question, by the way. How can we mute Rifkin and still hear Wardy? Donate enough money. Easy.
Order a lettuce burger to Rifkin's place, so you have to go collect it.
Oh, god damn it.
But then you have to, then we have to follow a stalker around for 10 minutes instead.
I still gotta figure out what I get to replace that. So I got all that. It's basically a free lunch at this point.
Yeah. You could, I have no suggestions, I'm not gonna lie. Ling on Ling action starting up here. The Queen defensively is going to be massive on both sides, as Reynor is, of course, across the map as well. He actually didn't afford his hatchery just yet, mostly because I think he doesn't have the drone pulled down to the low ground because the Lings are here. As he gets Ling speed, he's just going to go so well macroing against all of these units, like time and time again. Oh man. Fly's actually going to take some damage on this queen, which is troubling, considering more lings will be coming across the map shortly. He's actually starting double spine crawler, which will help him defend, but he's going to be behind on drone count.
Yeah, and more to the point, if this is going to continue to be ling versus ling and not a quick transition to roaches, losing that queen means losing injects. Larva is a big deal for these fights.
That spine's going to burrow, but the queens are already going down, and Reynor will have access to the main base.
Oh, come on, get another one, get another one, get another one. Oh, I kind of wish he would have dived it. It's too late now, I think.
Oh, no! Surely he would have been fine there for extra lings.
Reynor, you're so good at this game, I'm going to assume that this was a calculated thing and not, like this isn't like flipping a car in PUBG and claiming it's calculated. I'm going to assume this is actually calculated. Because that was a freebie, man. He was already committed with the lings.
Well, we're going to be seeing 2 hatchies on the way up from Reynor on the top left side. So he's going to double expand out, be his advantage for the moment. He actually gets some free damage onto those lings apply. This is where the ling speed's so abusive. You just fight, and as soon as the fight's bad for you, you just back away. Well, yeah. I doesn't have that sort of privilege at all, and I think it's slow lings as well. Like, I just think queens will just help to defend this so nicely, and looks like Reynor's really just, again, controlling this one because he's got that extra expansion already invested into it.
It's just amazing the worker count's still so low for both sides, yet so few drones have actually gone down.
Yeah, it's a weird game. It's not your usual ZvZ. I mean, ZvZs we know can get weird, but this really is like as weird as they probably come with like 12 pool versus 13, 12 no Bane Nest. No gas still from Bly. As you're pointing out just there, we're going to see the lings from Bly will go down. I guess it's kind of nice because it trades out on Reynor's side of the map, maybe? I don't really know if those lings were really worthwhile moving across at all.
I feel like Reynor, what's interesting as well, he's got a couple of different options in front of him now, either attack or just macro. He would excel at doing either. The beauty of the speed is you can just run past these spine cars and these queens, you get to the main and it's not really anything there. Or just run past it entirely and go for the third cancel. Oh my god. He didn't even know, he was just guessing on timing. This is so sick.
Yeah, it's like perfect time to just start so his low health. Can't transfuse a building that's not finished building. Didn't even have the energy, even if it was finished. Rip.
Well, it's getting right past the spines. Queens are up here to the top side, so we get a couple of drones, maybe, or at least bait some off of mining. Either way, damage is damage.
Out, right? They're not going to get out. Oh, there's nothing in the main. Oh, well, the drone's coming off mining to try and protect, and he loses one drone. Let's go around the other side. Drone turns immediately, but again, just a lot of mining. He's had to pull out of gas a little bit more than I think he would have wanted to. You know, there's a reason he was on free workers and gas, so it all just adds up as Bly might be dropping down to a low, decided match, which would mean he would play Optimus in the rematch from the first series of the day.
Yeah, I'm very keen on who Optimus would rather play in this instance. Because Reynor might be more straight up, but that also might be better for Optimus to play against. Whereas Bly is already proven cheeky as cheeky does, and Optimus had some struggles. He was on the struggle bus.
Optimus, though, I mean, he comes off of a good series against Haas, and maybe with some momentum to kind of, you know, go forward and to look at the games from before and just say, okay, well, this is what I fixed, this is what I do different, this is how I get myself a chance to kind of qualify to Canada. Overall, is very slowly taking some damage.
I mean, whatever you can get is Bly, I suppose, but this is still risky. You know there's speedlings, so running this far out of the base could just cost you a queen, and that looks like it might just happen here. Oh, so close to getting to the spines. He's trying to push her back off of it. Oh, this is a kill. This is nice. No, get out of here. No, no, really?
I don't want to say anything because I'm in somewhat disbelief.
He got 2 queens!
How?
Okay, I'm convinced. Seriously, Reynor, I was making jokes and like putting on a bad accent, but this guy might actually have some like straight up like Pinocchio, Italian, Geppetto magic going on. I don't know. Like, he is... I can't believe what he's doing here. Like, on one hand, yes, Bly's out of position, but that Zergling killed it with its like last extra hit. Like, it was close to not even dying, but he gets it, gets out of there. Now the roaches are marching, and the timing is so sick with a +1 weapons. 2 spine crawlers, and Bly's defender's advantage will not hold here. And even if he buys enough time to get mutas, he's not going to have enough money to build more than a couple. This should be a 3-1 here and now. But Bly's gonna hold on and fight to the last because it's Bly. But I mean, this is gonna be like this is a dead man walking.
He doesn't even have that many units to walk with, though. I mean, he's got like a Roach or Ravager coming in. That gets cancelled. The Queens run backwards. Spines are down. Roach Warren could be targeted, but why target the Roach Warren? You just kill everything else instead. It's much more fun. As Reynor is going to go through this group in first place, and that means he will play against DNS in a best of 5 to see who comes to Canada. Playing the BTSL offline finals.
GG. Congratulations, Reynor. Yeah, as Morty had just said, DNS awaits for him in the semifinals of the overall tournament. That'll be happening in a couple days from now. But the really key part of this is it's only one best of 5 you have to play to actually get the flight money. The best of 7 you play afterwards is just for additional prize money. So congratulations to Reynor. I said this and I'll say it again. Like, he was either going to destroy this group or fall out of it miserably, and he destroyed it.
He did. He only lost to some drones being pulled across the map and building the spines in his base.
Yeah, just the only thing that beat him was really incredibly weird shit.
Yeah, that's true.
So Reynor...
Sorry, I'm looking frantically for my coin to flip.
Reynor, by the way, only drops 1 map out of this entire group. 1 map total to drones. That's it. 3-0'd Hearthstone, 3-1's Bly, gets out of the group. I am actually super... I'm not a big fan of Zerg, as many of you know, but I'm super excited to see Reynor in WCS this year. He's gonna show us some good games and surprise people, I think. But, all right, folks, it's break time. I'm gonna stretch my legs, grab some more water. We'll get this last series vetoed up and hopefully underway as soon as possible. Thank you for watching the BTSL. Make sure to check out our various sponsors, People Images, Dodger Coffee Co., or Ting, or Yord, or any of those other wonderful, I guess, cool things you want to see. But we'll be back in a few minutes. So if you're going to take off, please hit the follow button before you do. If you're new subbed to the channel, consider syncing it up with your Discord so you get replay packs from today. You can try and figure out what the magic Reynor did that we missed was firsthand. Otherwise, yeah, be back in a bit, guys. Thanks for watching.